Hey parents, this video is for you. Why? Because I'm gonna share one small tip today that's gonna make your child a better student. Stay tuned. What's the one tip to help our kids become smarter and better students? They need to play more. Yeah, that's right. They don't need to be sitting and looking at iPads and video games and watching TV. They need to get outside and move. Why would I say that? You know, we know now that the body and the brain especially is growing at such a rapid pace when these children are little. You know, by the time they're 3, their brain has literally tripled in size. Billions of synapses are being made every single day. You know, memories going back and forth, left and right, from the left brain to the right brain. But here's the thing. If those synapses aren't communicating properly with the brain, then the body's not going to be able to work properly. And I believe it starts all the way back when they're little guys. See, my favorite childhood memories was literally coming home from school and going outside and playing till dark. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see that happening very often. You know, what do I see? I see kids that go all day in school seated. They get, you know, maybe 20 minutes here or 10 minutes here to go out and play on the playground. Then they come home. They're fed some sort of sugary snack that winds them all back up again. And then we force them to sit down and do homework for a couple of hours usually, where they're bouncing off all the walls and our parents are thinking, hey man, is my kid ADD or ADHD or whatever you want to call it? And then we force food down their back. Then they sit down. Then we're forcing them to watch TV before they go to bed and go to bed. Is that really the best thing for our kids? And I'm going to say absolutely not. See, our bodies are designed to move, and especially kids. Kids are growing at such a rapid pace. They need to run, they need to jump, they need to climb, they need to get out and use their entire bodies, just like us. You know, we sit all day and, go get up in the morning and go sit in our cubicle, and then we work all 8 or 10 hours at a desk, and we get up and drive home and sit down to eat, and then we sit down to watch TV before we go to bed. That is not the way our body has been designed, and kids are especially prone to this. We see a society that's so much more medicated than ever before. They just came out, the CDC saying the 1 in 45 kids are autistic now. Crazy, right? ADD, ADHD medication rates are soaring through the roof. Maybe we've lost touch of what it really means to be a child again. Some of my favorite childhood memories are playing with my friends, going out and tossing the ball back and forth with my dad, and just rough and tumbling with my friends. When was the last time that your child got to do that? Matter of fact, when was the last time you went outside and played with your kids? That's really a question to ask you today, guys, because our kids are developing at such a rapid pace. They are, required to have so much more information than we did. I mean, my child's in kindergarten right now, and he's reading like little books. I'm like amazed, and I'm like sitting there like, Bryce, wow, this is amazing, man. I can't believe that you're retaining this information and be able to read. I'm just blown away. But it also makes me think, man, we have so much technology out there. Are we forcing it down their throats too much? Are we forcing them to sit too long and try to get all this information in their head? And then what's that do? For everything, there's always a balance, right? So if they're getting so much academia pushed down their throats, what's going on with their bodies? Is he being able to go out and run enough and play and create those synapses between both sides of his brain? The right side of the brain connects the left side of the body, and vice versa. And different areas of the body, evoke a different creative response or analytical response. And it's really important that the corpus callosum, that's the thing that connects the two brain sides together, is firing back and forth, or we're going to lead to long-term deficits, guys. So my thing today is this. I encourage you, if you have a little one, get them outside, play. They need it, you need it. We all need it. Go out there, have a great day today, guys. Give your kids a hug, tell them you love them, because that's the one thing that they want to hear from you every single day, that you're proud of them and that they inspire you to be a better parent. Happy Friday, everyone. Enjoy your day. Look forward to talking to you later. Bye now.